I hope everyone is joined. So far, we have 41 people with us.
I will ask all the team members to open their cameras and make it more interactive.
Yes, team members, please open your cameras. And anyone else would like to open their cameras, feel free to do so. We want to make this event as interactive as possible. Yeah, so let's start. I guess everyone has joined. Okay, so good evening, everyone. First of all, I would like to wish you all a happy new year. This is the first event of this year, and this event is more special to us because this marks our first collaboration with GDG Dhemaji Engineering College. I hope people are present. People from Dhemaji Engineering College are also present here. You can feel free to open your cameras. We want to make this session as interactive as possible. We have with us today Sir Suman Das. He has insisted me on not calling him Sir but Bhaiya, so we all will address him as Bhaiya today. So Suman Bhaiya will be addressing on DSA today. As we all know, data structures and algorithm is fundamental to addressing programming and problem solving. As techies, we should know that it is how important DSA is for us to land our first job, to network with people, to learn to have the concepts clear. It is very important for us. So Suman Bhaiya is a fourth year student from NIT Silchar. He has recently been placed in Amadeus. Let us all congratulate Suman Bhaiya on his placement. He is placed in Amadeus. It is a Spanish multinational technology company that deals with providing software for the global travel and tourism industry. Congratulations, Bhaiya. So far we have 45 people with us. I think we are good to go. We'll be starting our event and others will be joining. We'll be taking in from there. So, Bhaiya, I'm handing over this to you. The mic is yours now.
Thanks, Asta. Okay. Uh, so, good evening, everyone. So, it's an honor to connect with you all virtually today and share the insights on the most hyped up topic at present in every CSIT engineering colleges that forms the foundation of effective problem solving in computer science, that is DSA, data structures and algorithms. Let me start by introducing myself, though I was introduced already. So, I am Suman, a final year undergrad at NIT Silchar from the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. Previously, I did my internship at CDEC, that is a Center for Development of Advanced Computing. Um, hello? Hello?
Yes, Bhaiya. Yes,
Uh,
yes, you're audible.
Sorry, I didn't share my screen actually. Wait, okay. Sorry, I was disconnected. Hello?
Yes, Bhaiya, you're audible.
Okay, cool. Please tell me if my screen is visible.
Yes, Bhaiya, it is visible.
Okay, cool. So yeah, let me introduce myself first. So I'm Suman, a final year undergrad at NIT Silchar from the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. Previously, I did my internship at CDEC, Center for Development of Advanced Computing, as a software project intern. And I'm thrilled to be joining as a software development engineer at Amadeus very soon. Let's get started. Before starting, I'd like to know the audience here is comfortable with English and Hindi both, right? Yeah. Hello.
Yes, Bhaiya.
Yes, Bhaiya.
Cool. Then I'll be communicating in both. Okay. So I guess the audience is mainly the first years and second years, and some maybe of third year and fourth year. So I'll try to connect you all with DSA in a better way, hoping that you will take some sort of advice after today's session. So what we have in today's session is we'll have a short introduction of DSA, like what is DSA and why to do DSA. Yes, sir. Then I'll give you a rough DSA roadmap, like कहाँ से किस तरह and कैसे proceed करनी है. Then we'll have like after DSA कर लिया and then उसके बाद आगे क्या करना है, उसके बाद like what to do and all. DSA and development. So I guess this is a very hot topic at present in LinkedIn and all. You have seen, I guess, DSA or development, DSA versus development. So I, being a full stack developer also, so I'll try to give some development tips to you. Then we'll have a bonus. Like this is gonna be interesting. Okay, like roadmaps, vagera, you will have, you will get this in YouTube and all. So what in bonus I will give, like I'll share my own experience with DSA, my own journey, how I have, means like how I have proceeded. Then at last we'll have a Q&A. We'll have a one-to-one interaction. In case you wanna ask anything, then like bindas puch lena. So let's get started. So introduction to DSA, like, so when you all came to college first, the very first thing you came to know from your seniors, from your batchmates, professors, or any session like today's one was like DSA, like data structures and algorithms. Bhari bhari shabd hai, right? So, but kya hai ye DSA and why to do DSA? Like you all have chosen this course to ultimately land into a good job, right? अब अगर एक अच्छी फैंग कंपनी और एनी अदर कंपनी में आप जाना चाहते हो that pays you like 8, 10, 15, 20 or even more lakhs of packages, the very first thing the company will want from you is like, are you able to solve real world problems? And ये कैसे आएगी? DSA करने के बाद, okay. Cause if the company is paying you like इतना मोटा salary, then ऐसे दे दिए क्या, right? No, right? So DSA is basically a bar to judge a candidate if he or she is able, like fit for the company. If he or she is fit for the company, a good fit for the company. क्या वो company के problems को solve कर पाएगी? Then the company will hire you. Okay. You can see this a popular meme that is DSA, which is placement के साथ भी and placement के बाद भी. For cracking a good placement, you need DSA. But DSA आपके साथ बस placement तक नहीं है. Like after you get a job, then also DSA will be with you. Though you might do like development part mostly in the companies, but DSA will be with you. And the knowledge, the concept which DSA, but after learning DSA will get, will be cherished forever if you choose the domain like software engineer and surrounding it. So yeah. So what at present what most companies want, like are you able to solve their real world problems? So how can a company judge you? Either you can solve a real world problem or not. The company basically gives you DSA problems. If you are able to solve those DSA problems, then congratulations, you will be hired. This is basically a popular meme. So see, Dolly gets placed like his irony. So he gets into Microsoft. But for us, for you, for me, and for the engineering students who dreams to get into a FANG company, Microsoft, then we need to do DSA. And DSA basically judges our capability. Now, ये सब तो हो गया, like what is, why to do DSA, ये सब जान गए हम. But what is DSA? Let's divide this into two components, like data structures and algorithms. Let me give an example. Okay, like suppose your mom asks you to prepare a cup of tea and you don't know to make a cup of tea. Then your mom gave you instructions, you followed them, and lo ban gayi chai. This is what the funda of the computer and other machines. They are capable of doing high complexity jobs, okay, but waits for human instructions. What are these instructions? These instructions are but nothing but codes, and the whole process is called coding. Still you will have the questions like data structures kya hai bhaiya, wo to bata do. See, at present we are living in a world where we are surrounded with data. We are having a lot of data around us. When you open your laptop, you wish to play games. At the same time, you wish to listen to music. Multiple tabs are opened. So there is a huge amount of data, right? Now, where to store this data? How to store this data? And why to store this data? Like, now you can say me that, bhaiya, store hi karna hai, then we can create a file. Let's store those data in that file. But this generation came far beyond just storing the data. At present, if you open your laptop, it gets open in seconds, right? So just store karna is not a big deal. Efficiently store karna taki like easily fetch ho paye and quickly hum retrieve kar paye data ko, that is the big deal. So here comes the data structures. They are basically used to efficiently store our data and fetch and retrieve the data quickly whenever they are required. And then फिर आते हैं algorithms. Algorithms are nothing but they are a set of instructions that solves a particular problem. The algorithms are language independent and you can develop your own algorithm also. So there can be a problem and you can use I or you can use different algorithms to reach the solution of that problem. So I guess अब तक DSA क्या है, this is a bit clear to you. अब कहाँ से कैसे start करना है? Let's dive into this. Okay, first and foremost is choosing a programming language. So once you are expert with one language, learning a new language will be just a cakewalk for you. Okay. First, there are a lot of languages like C, C++, Java, Python, Ruby, Rust, R. So you can go for any of the language, but I'll prefer you go for C or C, C++ or Java. I guess your academics will include C++ mainly, I guess. Most of the colleges include C++ in their academics. So I prefer you to learn DSA in Java. I feel there are certain advantages of Java over C++, Java being a OOPS language, properly pure OOPS language. So it gives a lot of advantage. And a bonus, like in companies also, I guess on Adobe uses this C++, but mostly if you are going for a banks like JP Morgan, UBS, they mostly use Java. Okay, I guess the one who are developers here have heard about Spring Boot. So Spring Boot is basically a framework, this Java language only, which is basically used for backend. So if you go for Java language, it will help you a lot. So let's dive into the rough roadmap. See, learn the basics first, like the syntax, the basic input output, the loops, functions, vagara. Okay. Then go for time and space complexity. So this is something you will be asked by the interviewer after every question. Once you have typed the coding problem, the very first question the interviewer will ask you is, tell me the time and space complexity for the code you have written. This is a theory, so you can easily learn it. Then you can go for like recursion and backtracking. So this is again an important topic, and this do not require any prior knowledge, so you can learn it, and this later it will be used in trees data structure. I'm feeling to explain this in depth, but I'll have a time constraint, so I'm just giving you a rough idea. Okay. Then you can go for this linear data structures like arrays, linked list, stack and queues. जब ये सीखो ना, like use Google, use ChatGPT to know the actual real life use of these data structures. I guess some of you have read the operating system. So in operating system, the queue data structure is basically used. Try to use GPT to learn this. Like you should know the real life use of this data structure. Just learning this won't help you. In companies also, like in present, they ask you, like after your knowledge, they try to give you some questions like, tell me a real life use of this coding problem, of this data structure. So if you read this, it will help you. You will find it interesting, and it will be fun. Okay. Then you can go for the practice and contest. So till now, like you know the basics of coding problems. So go for daily practice, and there are different platforms for practicing. You can go for GFG, Code Studio, Lead Code, and like parallelly you start giving contest. Like there may be someone like in first year, they might be thinking like, what is contest here now? So basically, kya hota hai? When a company is hiring for the role of software engineer, when the company comes on campus or the company gives you an off-campus link, the very first round they will conduct is OA, that is online assessment. So what they give in OA is, there will be a scenario-based question. There will be one, two, or three questions. So there will be a scenario based question, and you have to use data structures, proper data structures with the best time and space complexity to solve that problem. So इसीलिए contests में appear होना बहुत ज़्यादा important है. Okay, once you start appearing for contest, you will get the idea of like how the OA will be look like. So I'm saying it like DSA जो है ना, like start सभी करते हैं, and बीच में बहुत लोग feels like questions नहीं बन रहा, and they live in between, like contest rating वगैरह गिर जाती है, and they live in between. And what the trend is now going on is, बहुत लोग do cheatings in contest. Okay, you will see that your ranks are getting affected, your contest ratings are getting affected because of these malpractices. Some do cheating and all, but without cheating, if you are able to make it till the end, you will definitely land into a good job. But be consistent and honest to yourself. Back to the roadmap again. Then you can go for some topics like searching, sorting, and some more data structures like the hash maps, trees, heaps. So till now, you have become like an intermediate level coder, and then you can go for the advanced topics in DSA, that is DP, dynamic programming, graphs. So I believe these topics are a little bit tricky, but once you know the concept behind this, you will find it interesting. Mostly the questions at present which the company asks if they are coming specifically for the software engineer roles. So these two are the, I guess I will say, like, most important topic. So you have to do a lot of practice in DPN graphs. Okay. Then you can go for the special topics, some of the special topics like number theory, bit manipulation, tries, then greedy problems. So this roadmap will make you a good coder. Okay. But to become a pro coder, you need to do a lot of practice. There are a lot of more topics in this, like segment trees, red black trees, and all. So these are not required now, but yeah, if you do later CP, so you will be required then. But this these topics are sufficient enough to land into a good job, to land into a, I'll say, FANG company. Okay, like my friends have done this only, and they got like offer from Google and Amazon and Microsoft. So this was basic roadmap. Now you'll say, like, roadmap to ho gaya, like where to study. The first years, I guess the first years might um, they might revolve from here to here, like what to study, where to study. So YouTube is enough. Okay. My friends, even my friend who cleared Microsoft and Google, they have also learned from the YouTube videos. You do not require any of the paid courses. And if you are going for any paid course, it's okay. But yeah, YouTube is sufficient. You have Striver, you have LabBubber. Follow their playlist. They have given sufficient content. And later on, what matters is your own practice. You pick a DSA sheet. I guess both of them have their own DSA sheets. There is A to Z DSA sheet by Striver. You can follow this. Um, I believe 60 or 70% of our college have solved the A to Z DSA sheet by Striver, like n number of times. Like I have only solved the A to Z DSA sheet a number of times. So after solving the DSA sheet, what you will get is you will be familiar with the patterns. You should know the pattern. You cannot remember the solutions. Okay, there are n number of questions in lead code, so you cannot remember each and every solution. Rat liya ye nahi hota hai. You should grab the pattern. There is a pattern, there is a pattern. So you should understand the concept of each and every pattern, and then later on you will see that you can relate that pattern to this question, and then you will solve that question. In CP also you will get to know that pattern. So coming to next is after DSA. So I already covered, that is after DSA you can go for competitive programming. So you need to train your mind to solve questions in time bound. Okay. What happens in OA, that is online assessment, that is the first round of any company, is there will be 3 questions, there will be 2 hours, and you need to solve those 3 questions with best time complexity that passes all the test cases. There will be like 10, 12, 15 test cases in that particular time bound. So how you can do this? This requires a lot of practice. You can see there are a lot of platforms, Code Forces, Code Chef, Hackering. You can go there and give contest, lead code bi-weekly, lead code weekly. So you can give this contest. This contest will help you to solve problems in a time bound, and this will help you in a way. I'm saying you can go for this, like once you get a offer, like any offer off campus opportunity. So if you have no practice of solving questions in a time bound, you cannot solve that question in that particular period of time. So prior practice is very important. Then yeah, so the hot topic and today's LinkedIn and all tech world, that is DSA and development. So there will be a lot of friend of yours who finds there will, I mean, like they will find development more interesting than DSA, right? So I too believe the same. Okay, like development में क्या होता है ना, we see कुछ कुछ होते रहता है and the product is developing. So this is interesting then compared to DSA, which is boring. Like, but yeah, for again a good paying job, for a high paying job, DSA should be our priority. And then yeah, development is also important. You can see there's also a meme. Learning only web development is not enough to get the job. DSA will restrict you. Yeah, company won't hire a Django or Android developer or Angular developer. You need the knowledge of DSA than competitive programming. Okay. DSA with development is a good combination. Now, don't build those old projects, okay, like the management system projects and all. There are a lot of management system projects in GitHub. The recruiting process at present is very tough, I'm saying, because I have seen this year. So companies won't see those projects. Those projects are becoming irrelevant. Okay, go for real world problems, that projects that solves a real world problem. I have been into IITs. I have been into different NITs and met the software engineers of the best companies. Recently, we had convocation, and some of our seniors came for the convocation. So we had a lot of discussion. They are in some of them are in Google, Microsoft, Adobe. So what they say is like this is the era of AI. So try to make projects with AI integrated, AI ML integrated. That same library management or those projects have become irrelevant. And yeah, GDSC gives you a better platform. There is one of my friend who built a project that is with Sailor app. So while he was in GDSC in second year, back then in second year, and till now he uses that project. Okay, he didn't build any new project, but yeah, that project was a real life problem solving project, that Sailor app. So he's using that Sailor app in his resume till date. So again, the resources for learning those development and projects ideas is again YouTube. YouTube is again a giant library where you'll find like a lot of resources. So next, yeah. So see, like not only DSA is important and not only development is important. Both DSA and development go hand in hand. With this, CGPA is also important. Your academics performance is very important. I'll give an example. Like this time, there is one of my friend. Okay, he's from CSC. So he managed a very good CGPA till his fourth year. His CGPA is 9.6. So I guess you can know, like maintaining a 9.6 CGPA is very tough. But he's now he cracked JP Morgan and Chase. So as a software engineer, so I personally have seen that how company has given preference to him because of his CGPA. I have seen that like there were many like candidates who were better in technical skills than him, but he was given preference because of his academic performance. You know DSA, you know development, it's okay. If your CGPA is not good, if your academic performance is not good, then those technical skills won't matter. Okay. So maintaining all this will help you to land into a great job. Yeah. So as we came like to the end of this session, um, like I'll try to give some of my experiences. So in back then in first year when I was before joining the college, I knew basics of programming. I was coding then in Python. So after joining to college in first year, I got busy in the clubs and all different clubs, and then the situation was like I wanted to shift my branch from EC to CSC, so I didn't give that much importance to coding. I was more focused in academic part, but later in second year I gave importance to coding, and like in second year there used to be a club. There was a group of our friends, and हम दोस्त लोग क्या करते थे साथ में contest देते थे, okay, and after every contest we used to have discussion, like if there is a question, I gave a solution, he gave another solution, the third one gave another solution, so we'll have a lot of approaches to a particular solution. So इससे क्या होता है ना, mind खुल जाता है, like you get different approaches, so your mind starts thinking in a different way, and this is very important. You can also try in your college, like this helps. Our coding, we have a separate coding club also. So that coding club, what they do is after every code chef or CF, that is code forces contest, they used to have a discussion where the one that is the master, candidate master or experts will explain their solution, and yeah, you all can join. You can join and grasp the approach, what approach you have used and what approach they have used. Like coding is not a big deal at present. Like you all can code, I can code, you can code, a third party he can also code. Like coding is not a big deal. Writing a good code is very important. The better time and space complexity, the company will prefer the one who writes clean code, who writes better code. Like, so how can you develop this? It's like by looking to others. You go to discussion, you will see like your friend has given a better solution to this problem, and you see like your space complexity, though your both the solutions were passed in that contest, doesn't matter, but your solution, your friend's solution is better, so you can take the idea, and from the next contest what you can do is you can implement that idea to those questions. So then later what happened is ये तो पढ़ लिया, like DSA भी हो गया, CP भी हो गया, development fundamentals, system design सब पढ़ लिया. Then in third year the internship season started for us. So but I was unable to crack any of the on-campus internship. Okay, so like उस time like placement season भी उतना अच्छा नहीं था. There were recession, so very few companies visited to our campus for internship, on-campus internship offer. I was rejected in two technical rounds of internship. I gave my 100%, but still I'm saying you, like this placement scenario is whole luck based. Like 90% luck and 10% your hard work. But yeah, you have to give your hard work. Clearing the OA round is very important. If like you know a lot of knowledge, you have a lot of knowledge of technical skills, you have great projects in your resume, but if you do not clear that OA online assessment, then there is no value. You will be not called for the interview, and everything is gone. Like there are a lot of friends of mine who have good projects in their resume, but still now they are unplaced. Okay, so at first make a group and go for DSA. Go for DSA, then go for CP, and you'll have the knowledge of how to crack that OA. Cracking that OA is very important. And then after that interview and all, you will get an idea. So yeah, then वही कि थर्ड ईयर में इंटर्नशिप नहीं लगी, तो उसके बाद ईगो पे लग गया कि अब तो जॉब लेनी है फर्स्ट फोर्थ ईयर के स्टार्टिंग में. सो व्हाट वी हैव इन आईआईटीज एंड एनआईटीज इज बेसिकली we have day 0, day 1 placements. Okay, and what is day 0 placement? So the best companies which visits our college, is basically given the day zero slot. So if you get a placement in day zero, it is a good company. Okay. So अब तो ego पे लग गया था कि I need to grab an offer at day zero only. So I gave full hard work. There was a summer break, that July summer break. So I gave my 100%. So yeah, after that, when the college started, the company started visiting. So August starting, that phase was the day zero slot. And yeah, I was able to crack the placement at day zero only. So yeah, if you do hard work, then you will get paid for that. There is no worry. Bus honest raho and be consistent with DSA. You might feel DSA is boring and all, but for getting something, for landing into a good job, you have to do this because you have chosen this path. Okay. So yeah, this is an end. Let's have a one-to-one discussion now. If you have any questions, you can ask me, Bindas. Yeah. Hello.
Okay, from the members, anyone who has any questions, please ask.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
Hello, am I audible?
Hello. Hello, Kapil. Yes.
Yeah, I had a question.
Yeah.
Is code readability a big factor in DSA? If
Code readability.
yes.
Yeah. See, code readability is like when you go in companies, okay, what you will do, like you will not just code. With coding, you need to maintain a proper documentation there. Like why you have written this code and all, you will maintain a proper documentation so that when you leave that position, some other will come to that position, and वो जब उस position में आएगा, then like वो सब पूरा कोड थोड़ी पढ़ेगा. Like there will be 1,000 lines, there will be 2,000 lines of code. वो पूरा कोड नहीं पढ़ेगा ना, उसके पास उतना टाइम नहीं है कि वो पूरा कोड पढ़े. What he will do is he will read those documentation and yeah, he will get the idea ये करना है, and yeah, you will do this. So code readability is very important in DSA and also in development. Development, like you all know, कि it's not about 100 or 200 lines of code. It's huge lines of code. So code readability is very important. With later on, when you will learn about system designs and all, there are different principles, solid principles, which will help you to know how to write code efficiently. There are LLD, HLD. So how to write code. Now you just learn how to write code and how to write code in an efficient way, in a good way. Later on, you will come to know.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Any more questions?
Hello, am I audible?
Yes. Hello, Arnab.
Okay, my question was, what do you prefer, lead code or like any DSS sheet?
No, like see, DSS sheet में क्या है ना, any DSS sheet you pick, like Strivers one or LabBubbers one, the questions there are taken from these platforms only. There is nothing different. LabBubber ने या फिर Striver ने खुद से question नहीं बनाया वहाँ पे. They have given the link, so you will be redirected to that lead code question only. Okay, and solving lead code is very important. क्या होता है lead code से, like you won't be able to solve the OA round, but yeah, the technical rounds, there will be technical 1 round, technical 2 rounds. So those rounds, to clear those rounds, the knowledge of lead code questions is basically very important. Like there are questions where on solving those questions, you will see some patterns, and some बहुत बार क्या होता है, डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चंस पूछ लिया जाता है कि this is basically the question, this is basically written a maze question on this. There are basically standard questions in lead code. So सारा क्वेश्चंस करना है नहीं करना है, तो कैसे कहाँ से पता चलेगा कि कौन सा क्वेश्चन करना है? For that only, I'm saying you to follow those DSA sheets by LabBubber or Striver. Okay.
I had another question.
Yeah. Okay.
Like वो लीड कोड का जो प्रोफाइल होता है ना, तो वो मेंटेन करना भी इम्पोर्टेंट होता है क्या? मतलब
नहीं
वो
नहीं
देखता है?
नहीं या ऐसे क्वेश्चंस होगा तो किसी के पास भी ऐसे क्वेश्चंस हो तो डायरेक्टली पूछ लेना. लाइक व्हेन वी आर देयर इन फर्स्ट ईयर, तो हम भी सोचते थे कि स्ट्रिक मेंटेन करना है, बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है. लाइक कंपनीज विल सी दैट स्ट्रिक एंड ऑल. दिस इज नॉट इम्पोर्टेंट. लाइक आप खुद से कितना ज्यादा कंसिस्टेंट है. देयर कैन बी समवन, एज आई ऑलरेडी मेंशन्ड, कि किसी ने चीटिंग करके कॉन्टेस्ट में रेटिंग बढ़ा लिया. सो दिस इज नॉट द मैटर. आपको क्वेश्चंस करना आता है. द इंटरव्यू विल से यू ओपन एनी प्लेटफॉर्म, और ही विल गिव दैट the coding platform, and he will give you a question. See, this is the question, and then solve me. Then solve the question, and with solving you explain me the code. So वो आना चाहिए. ऐसा नहीं कि कोड सीख लिया, रट्टा मार लिया. इफ यू आर रट्टा मारिंग द कोड, देन क्या होगा, आप सिर्फ क्वेश्चंस कर दोगे यहाँ पे, एंड यू कांट एक्सप्लेन दैट कोड. सो ट्राई टू गेट दी कंसेप्ट, लाइक ये कोड कैसा हो रहा है. ड्राई रन करना उस कोड को, बहुत बार ड्राई रन करना, डिफरेंट एग्जांपल्स में ड्राई रन करना. सो यू विल देन, इससे क्या होगा ना, यू विल गेट द आइडिया. तब कोड सीखने की जरूरत नहीं है.
ओके, थैंक यू.
वेलकम. एनी मोर?
भैया मुझे एक डाउट था.
या
जब ऐसा क्वेश्चन जब सॉल्व नहीं होता है तब उसके बाद क्या किया जा सकता है? हम लोग सॉल्यूशन देख ले या फिर लोगों का अप्रोच समझने का कोशिश करें कैसे किया है? वहाँ पे जो लीड कोड में सॉल्यूशंस पैनल रहता है वहाँ पे देख क्या क्या करना अच्छा रहता है?
सी, पहले खुद से ट्राई करो. नहीं हुआ, फिर से खुद से ही ट्राई करो. आफ्टर यू लर्न, सपोज एक स्टैक टॉपिक हो गया. सो स्टैक पढ़ने के बाद यू गो फॉर दी बेसिक क्वेश्चंस. बेसिक क्वेश्चंस कहाँ मिलेगा? जीएफजी वगैरह में बेसिक, या फिर लीड कोड इजी क्वेश्चंस उठा लो. ट्राई टू सॉल्व दैट क्वेश्चंस. नहीं हो रहा, गो बैक टू दी, लाइक जहां से स्टैक पढ़ा था, कहाँ पे वो चीज है. मतलब लाइक बहुत सारा क्वेश्चंस हो गया. देयर आर सम क्वेश्चंस डायरेक्टली हार्ड या मीडियम में सॉल्व करने मत चले जाओ. यू विल बी अनेबल टू डू दैट. So take the easy questions. नहीं हो रहा, try to read again. नहीं हो रहा, then go for solution. Solutions देखना, like it's not bad thing. Okay, solutions देखो, उससे सीख लो, and then ऐसा भी नहीं कि हर प्रॉब्लम का खोल के पहले ही सोल्यूशन देख लिया. ऐसा भी नहीं मत करना. लाइक पहले खुद ट्राई करो, बहुत बार नहीं हो रहा, देन गो फॉर सोल्यूशन. बिकॉज यही टाइम है. मतलब अभी तो सोल्यूशन देख पा रहे हो ना, तो देख लो. लाइक जिस दिन इंटरव्यू होगा उस दिन सोल्यूशन थोड़ी देखने देगा वो. सो अभी सोल्यूशन देखने मिल रहा है तो देख के सीख लो. क्या पता वही क्वेश्चन इंटरव्यू में आए, एंड देन इजिली यू कैन राइट द कोड. और ऐसा भी नहीं कि लीड कोड में भी सोल्यूशंस जाके देखने से भी ना क्या होता है, बहुत सारे सोल्यूशंस होते हैं. सो यू कैन एक सोल्यूशन देखा, ठीक है, इसका कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी सपोज ओ ऑफ एन स्क्वायर है. Then another or better approach मिलेगा O of n. Then the better approach O of 1. So go for the better approach always. Better time complexity. Companies में भी like the one बहुत लोग होंगे like they will be appearing for interviews and all. So क्या होता है ना, हमें बहुत ज्यादा फेंकना पड़ता है इंटरव्यू में. Like you have to do that. Cause तुमने बहुत मेहनत किया है, तुमने बहुत सारा क्वेश्चंस किया है. So if the suppose interviewer asks you to solve this question, suppose he is given one question and solve it. So you start from brute force. You give one solution. You say that I have a better solution here. I have again a better solution here. So इससे क्या होता है ना, company that interviewer will came to know that इसे कुछ आता है. Like इसने बहुत सारे approaches दिए हैं उस solution के. So this basically helps. I can say you an example. A story is like, so Cisco, like there is a, so Cisco is a very good company. So Cisco came to our college. So there was the interview round. Okay, all were like some of my friend gave the interview. So like there they asked questions. So all have given the answers. So there is one of my friend. वो क्या किया? Like he gave different approaches for that particular question. He gave a lot of approaches. So इससे क्या हुआ? They offered him C1 level position. Okay, now Cisco में क्या होता है ना? There is C1, C2, C3. So no, they offered him C3 level. C3 level position job. C1, C2, C3 होता है, and this we were not aware of these levels C1, C2, C3. So why C3? Because some were offered C1, some were offered C2, and some were offered C3, and different packages. So बाद में हमें पता चला like ऐसा नहीं था ना कि बाकी सब जो इंटरव्यू दे रहे थे उन्हें डिफरेंट अप्रोचेस पता नहीं थी. सबको पता था कि इस प्रॉब्लम का ये भी अप्रोच होता है, ये भी अप्रोच होता है, लेकिन सबने बताया नहीं क्योंकि पूछा ही नहीं ना. उसने पूछा भी नहीं, हमने बताया भी नहीं, लेकिन उसने बता दिया. जो मेरा फ्रेंड था उसने 2-3 अप्रोच बताया. इससे क्या हुआ, उसको C3 लेवल मिल गया. लाइक ही इज गेटिंग अ गुड पे नाउ. सो इसलिए हमेशा जितना सीख लिया है सब फेंक दो इंटरव्यू में. ओके, एनी मोर?
थैंक यू भैया. भैया और एक डाउट है, मतलब टीम बनाने से क्या अच्छा रहता है सीखने का प्रोसेस? टीम बनाने से
ये या तो डीएसए ले लो या डेवलपमेंट, दोनों में ही टीम बहुत ज्यादा हेल्प करता है. डीएसए लाइक कॉन्टेस्ट वगैरह जब दोगे तुम लोग, अकेले कॉन्टेस्ट दोगे तो लाइक 1 दिन दिया, 2 दिन दिया, एंड देन यू विल फील लाइक अरे नहीं हो रहा तो छोड़ दोगे. देन टीम में क्या होता है ना, दोस्त आगे बढ़ गया, उसका रेटिंग आगे चला गया, तो यू विल फील लाइक अरे मुझे भी करना पड़ेगा, वो आगे कैसे चला गया. ऐसा ही हुआ था सेकेंड ईयर में हम लोग के साथ. लाइक जब किसी का रेटिंग आगे जा रहा है तो लाइक अरे खाना खाने नहीं जाते थे हम, मतलब लाइक मेस में खाना खाने नहीं जाएंगे, पहले कॉन्टेस्ट देते. सो वैसा एक ग्रुप होगा तो देयर विल बी कुछ है लाइक. सो वैसा मतलब डीएसए में भी देयर इज अ टीम करोगे तो बहुत ज्यादा हेल्प होगा. एंड लाइक डेवलपमेंट ऑल्सो, प्रोजेक्ट्स वगैरह भी लाइक अकेले मत करना. आई प्रिफर यू फॉर्म अ टीम एंड टीम में डू प्रोजेक्ट्स. क्या होता है ना डेवलपमेंट पार्ट में, लाइक इट टेक्स अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम टू बिल्ड अ गुड प्रोजेक्ट. आई एम सेइंग अ गुड प्रोजेक्ट, इट टेक्स अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम. सो अकेले डेवलप करोगे तो इसमें क्या होगा, लाइक यू विल वेस्ट अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम इन दैट डेवलपिंग दैट प्रोजेक्ट. एंड इसका कंट्रीब्यूशन क्या होगा पूरा तुम्हारा इंटरव्यू प्रोसेस में, इट्स लाइक वन पार्ट. The interview will ask you, okay, let us discuss the projects which are in your resume. बस उतना ही. So तुमने जो ये इतना पूरा मेहनत किया अपने प्रोजेक्ट में, वो बस थोड़े टाइम के लिए वो पूछ लेगा. So इसलिए try to form a team, and टीम ही रिफ्लेक्ट करता है. टीम मतलब एक निगेटिव फॉर्म नहीं है. टीम जब बोलोगे ना इंटरव्यू को, लाइक वी हैव डेवलप्ड दिस ऐप और डेवलप्ड दिस प्रोजेक्ट इन अ टीम, सो दिस रिफ्लेक्ट्स योर टीम वर्क. आप एक टीम में काम कर सकते हो. सो दिस विल हेल्प टू लाइक दिस विल मेक द इंटरव्यूअर अंडरस्टैंड दैट यू विल फिट इन दैट पर्टिकुलर टीम ऑफ दैट कंपनी. सो ऐसा नहीं ना आप बहुत बढ़िया कोडर हो एंड लाइक कंपनी में जाके यू आर लाइक मैं सब खुद कर लूंगा, मुझे किसी का हेल्प नहीं चाहिए, आई विल बी डूइंग एवरीथिंग बाय ओन. ये नहीं चाहिए कंपनी को. कंपनी में कोडर्स बहुत अच्छे हैं. व्हाट दे नीड इज a good fit for the team. If you are able to cope up with the team, that's a great deal. So I guess there is a question by Bikram, like is there any starting? Problems, like see, problems we all face. There are your seniors से बात करो. Like हर time you should be free with your seniors, cause मैं तो पूछ लेता हूँ like I used to call भैया ये कैसे स्टार्ट करना है आप बता दो. अभी तुम पहले एक 1 week मतलब वेस्ट करोगे कि कहाँ से पढ़ना है, क्या पढ़ना है. यू विल सी अ लॉट ऑफ वीडियोस, फिर एंड अप गेटिंग लाइक क्या कुछ नहीं हुआ. पहले था कि डेवलपमेंट जब स्टार्ट कर रहा था कि लाइक ये भी देख लिया, वहां से भी देख लिया, एंड लाइक अप्रोचेस को समझ नहीं आ रही, एंड लाइक आई हैव वेस्टेड माय टाइम. सो टॉक विद योर सीनियर्स, एंड जो भी क्वेश्चंस है वो तो सॉल्व कर ही देंगे. कल्याण इज आस्किंग लाइक LLD के लिए रिसोर्सेज. LLD is something this is needed after you complete this DSA and development. बहुत बढ़िया प्रोजेक्ट्स वगैरह बना लिया. So फिर I'll say कि at present the scenario which I have seen in 2025 placement is learning system design is important. Companies are asking system design in their interviews. there are a lot of people who will say like system design नहीं चाहिए, वो SG2 या software development engineer 2 जब बनेंगे तब देख लेंगे, तब पूछते हैं, but नहीं है. I've seen companies are asking system design questions. Resource like LLD के लिए I'll prefer like there is a course by Lababar, so I've taken that course. The system design LLD, only LLD specific course. So I took that course, but मेरे time में like I was in third year only, so I didn't get much time to explore the YouTube and all. But like I say like YouTube में भी बहुत सारे playlist हो जाएंगे जिसमें LLD वगैरह के लिए resource हो जाएगा. LLD is nothing but there are different rules, there are different patterns, and वो patterns को कैसे अपने code में तुम implement कर सकते हो. That's all about LLD. Yes, interest. You can really need to use linked list and can't use directly variable to pointing to other variable. See, using data structure is very important. Data structures है ही इसलिए क्योंकि वो like they are efficient. I already told that you can do the same task, but वो ज़्यादा resource consume कर रहा है ना. Operating system में बहुत सारे processes हैं. They are taking a lot of resources. They are requesting for a lot of resources. So your code should be such that it takes minimum resource and it's better. So linked list is a data structure. So it takes less resource. Now you will say like pointing a variable and all. So this takes a lot of resources for the internal part of the computer. Yeah, Anurup, like yeah, interviewer asked DSA to judge the real life problems. Like companies को चाहिए कि आप वहां पे जाके companies के real world issues को solve कर पाए. Now, after a particular company came to your college or off campus, now they cannot give you that real world problem to you. Like, लो अभी आप Amazon का ये delivery issue solve कर दो. They cannot ask you this question. So how can they judge you? Like, will you able to solve those questions later with like those problems later? So this is done by DSA. DSA is basically a bar that basically judges you to either like तुम क्या वो solve कर पाओगे ऐसे questions वगैरह वगैरह later on. आपको कितना आता है वो मैटर नहीं कर रहा है यहाँ पे. कंपनीज में जाने के बाद they will like give you like there will be sessions. आप सीख जाओगे वहां पे जाके. बट बेसिक नॉलेज हमें क्या लेके जाने कंपनी में, दैट इज डीएसए नॉलेज, डेवलपमेंट नॉलेज, बस इतना ही. What topics in DSA should I focus to build strong foundation? Priyanshi, so yeah, the topics I already shared in my roadmap, that is the rough roadmap. So those were the topics. This is the rough idea of how to proceed. Like ऐसे नहीं कि पहले डीपी स्टार्ट कर दिया एंड देन आप एरिस पढ़ने चले गए. सो इससे क्या होगा, बहुत ज्यादा हौच-पौच हो जाएगा. सो you can open any YouTube channel or you can type DSA roadmap. You will get plenty of roadmap there. So सब में यही एक structure follow होता है. Like पहले you go for basics and then linear data structures, then complex, then complex, then complex. Okay.
सुमन, मेरा एक सवाल था.
हाँ.
मेरी आवाज आ रही है?
हाँ हाँ.
तो जैसे NIT सिलचर है, वहाँ पर भी GDSC है. तो वहाँ पे बहुत सारे क्लब्स भी हैं DSA के लिए, वेब डेव के लिए, और भी कुछ होंगे. हमें उसका आइडिया नहीं है क्योंकि हमारे यहाँ GDSC जस्ट करीब 2 साल हुए अभी खुल के. तो यहाँ पे भी इस तरह के माहौल बनाने के लिए हमें क्या क्या करना होगा? वहाँ का माहौल पहले क्या है वो एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हैं?
ओके, सी एक्स्ट्रा कोई मतलब वेब डेव या एंड्रॉइड के लिए कुछ क्लब्स नहीं है. देयर इज जीडीएससी के अंदर बहुत सारे विंग्स है, लाइक क्लाउड हो गया, वेब हो गया, एंड्रॉइड हो गया, यूआई यूएक्स हो गया, ठीक है. एंड उसके अंदर दे रिक्रूट द टैलेंट्स. सो like development part के लिए हो गया, and then we have separate coding club for this contest CP and all. So these two clubs, ये दो club ही है जो मतलब चलता है like for the tech part basically. And GDSC conducts मतलब बहुत सारे events conduct करवाती है, and वो coding club भी बहुत सारे events conduct करवाती है, same like yours.
तो वो कितना रेगुलर होगा वो, मतलब कितना ज्यादा, क्योंकि क्लासेस भी तो बहुत होते होंगे, उसके साथ ये सब मेंटेन कैसे होता है?
टीम बहुत बड़ा है, लाइक हो जाता है मैनेज। इनिशियली एक कुछ करवा दिया, हाँ ऐसे लाइक योर्स जो ये तुम लोगों ने जो स्टार्ट किया लाइक दिस DSA किक स्टार्ट, सो देयर आर लॉट ऑफ इवेंट्स लाइक रिएक्ट से they used to teach the students, okay, the third year or the fourth year students of the GDSC, they used to take classes React में क्लास ले रहे, बेस फ्रॉम बेसिक लाइक HTML CSS जावास्क्रिप्ट React, फिर बैकएंड में जो है एक्सप्रेस वगैरह मंगो सब सिखाते हैं वो लोग। दे गिव अ बेसिक आइडिया टू द फर्स्ट ईयर्स, लाइक ये है, एंड वंस यू गेट द आइडिया, फर्स्ट ईयर्स को क्या चाहिए, बस एक आइडिया चाहिए, आइडिया मिल गया, देन यूट्यूब सब कुछ है भाई, आइडिया वो प्रोवाइड कर देते हैं, एंड देन यू कैन गो एंड लर्न, एंड देन यू कैन बिल्ड स्टफ्स। To join ICPC in your decision. Aman is like, yeah, C++ में कोड किया, like it's good. I'm saying like Java is more preferred. किसी ने अगर start नहीं किया like, or he or she wants to start new, then he or she can choose like Java as a language. क्योंकि companies में like most of the companies prefer Java language, so I'm asking you to go for Java. You can easily learn Java after C++. दोनों same ही है almost. The basic building is like your concepts. Kalyan, okay. So development is, I'm a full stack developer. So yeah, full front end and back end, and projects to showcase in interviews. So I was building, means I had my own platform projects that uses the Razor Pay integration and all. So payment integration method was there, different APIs and all. So you can, you have GDSC, so try to make teams, proper team banao, and initially start solving college problem. कॉलेज में ये नहीं है, ये इसके लिए एक ऐप हो गया तो बढ़िया हो जाता। बट सेलर ऐप, जो अपने यहाँ पे जो सेलर ऐप जो था वो क्या करता था बेसिकली, इज लाइक कॉलेज में सपोज आई हैव दिस स्टफ टू सेल, ओके, सो हाउ कैन आई कॉन्टेक्ट समवन कि ये वो खरीदेगा। सो द ऐप वाज लाइक, मैं इसका फोटो खींच के उसमें डाल देता, एंड द नोटिफिकेशन वाज गिवन टू each and every student registered in that college, and the one who likes that product, and then they can connect and they can have the transaction. So ऐसे कुछ like बहुत बड़ा कुछ नहीं बनाना है, go building the real life stuff. Any more questions? Hello?
Any more, if anyone has any more questions, feel free. भैया यहाँ पे मैं चैट में यहाँ पे दो क्वेश्चन है. Helpful to join ICPC in your DSA journey.
अच्छा, हाँ, ICPC. So ICPC is basically for the CP coders. So if you are, there are a lot of friends, बहुत इस बार मेरे friends भी गए हैं ICPC के ICPC regional list. So once you learn DSA, you are good in CP, you can join ICPC. ICPC is a good platform. बहुत ज़्यादा सीखने को मिलता है उसमें. You can give it a try if you are a good coder and good knowledge in your concepts. I guess someone came. Okay, give him. Tell about job role in MDS. So yeah, so MDS is basically a tech-based, means travel tech product-based company. The role the MDS offered me was software engineer. So what they basically do is they working backend. So आप जब like when you check in for your flights and all, so वहां से जो पूरा journey जो शुरू होता है from the ATC, the system and ATC and all, so that whole system is controlled by Amadeus. So if Amadeus stops for a second, then you cannot travel from one place to another place of this country or of this whole world. So Amadeus basically holds the 60 to 70% share of the market cap, like of the world. Yeah, it's a good company. More questions?
I guess there are no more questions.
Okay.
Okay. Let's. So we have come to the end of the meeting. First of all, I would like to thank our speaker for sharing such valuable knowledge about DSA, about CP, and the things revolving around DSA, about jobs, interviews. It really added what we know. Okay, as we wrap up today's event, I want to give a huge shout out and thank our teams, design team, marketing team, event management team, and tech team for their hard work in making this happen. I also want to thank our partner, GDG On Campus DEC, Thimas Engineering College, for partnering with us and making this event even bigger and better. And I want to thank the audience who came and make this event better. I hope you all feel motivated to use what you have learned, and I hope you all had a great time and learned something new in this event. Keep an eye out, updated रहेगा for the next events. ऐसा बहुत सारे इवेंट और बहुत सारा रहेगा हम लोगों की तरफ से. Or and I would also like to ask our audience from the GDG DEC to join us for future events. जल्दी मिलेंगे इसी जगह पे, and we can't wait to see you at future events. Till then, very happy new year to all, and hope you all have a phenomenal year ahead. Thank you. Goodbye.